Good morning, students. Welcome you all in the class of History Civics. Yesterday, I told you about the geographical discoveries as well as I introduced to you about the Industrial Revolution. Today, I am going to tell you about the causes, about the factors which were responsible for the occurrence of this Industrial Revolution. So, there were several factors responsible for this Industrial Revolution. Okay, so listen. By this time, first factor which was responsible for this industrial revolution was increase in trade and availability of capital. This industrial revolution began in Britain. Why? First reason is this: by this time Britain had established a huge colonial empire and British merchants had markets for their goods throughout the world. These colonies, they provided the huge markets for the British manufactured goods in Asia, Africa, North America. Okay, then the other factor, for intensive industrialization, what is required? The huge capital. Okay, so this huge capital was also available in Britain because it was getting enormous wealth from its colonies in the form of raw material. So with the availability of markets, production of British made goods increased, and there was the urgent need to evolve the production system. Okay, the machine made goods could be produced faster and at cheaper rates. Therefore, there was an urgent need for the new inventions. Okay, so this was the first factor responsible for this industrial revolution. Let us come to know about the next factor responsible for this industrial revolution, and that is the technological innovations and inventions. So what is meant by it? Technological innovations and inventions, they were made mainly in the field of textile industry, transportation and agriculture. Means in Britain, new inventions, they were occurring in the field of textile industry, agriculture and transportation. Now, abundant quantity of raw cotton was available in Britain because colonies, they were just exporting the raw material in the form of raw cotton. So there was the urgent requirement to invent machines to speed up spinning and weaving, and within a span of 50 years the traditional system of weaving cloth by hand was replaced by machines. So number of inventions were occurred during this period. For example, in 1777 John Kay invented the hand operated flying shuttle to speed up weaving. In 1767 James Hargreaves invented spinning jenny, by which several threads could be spun at a time by the single person. In 1769, Richard Arkwright invented the water frame, which used water power to produce strong yarn. In 1779, Samuel Crompton invented a spinning machine called Crompton's mule. What did it do? It spun cotton onto 48 spindles at a time and made finer yarn than the water frame could make. Means the quality of the goods was also improving and production was done at a good speed. Then in 1785 Edmund Cartwright, he invented the power loom, which used water power and speeded up weaving. Okay, and the invention of steam engine by James Watt in 1769 brought a revolution in textile production. Watt's machine could run machinery, carriage wheels and riverboat pedals France also. Now let us know, children, about the revolution which occurred in the field of agriculture. So revolutionary changes, drastic changes were observed in the field of agriculture too. Now the system of rotation of crops increased the quality and quantity of the produce, and technology was also applied to the agriculture. New farming tools like steel plow, mechanical drill for seeding, as well as machines for reaping and harvesting, they also came in use. Okay, so these were all the changes that occurred in the field of agriculture. Now let us know what happened in the field of transportation. The first steam railway was started in 1825. Robert Stephenson improved the steam locomotive, and extensive railway lines were laid throughout Britain. So transportation system was also improved. There was no difficulty in export and import to different parts of the Europe. Okay, the goods could be easily transported to different parts of the Europe. Finished products were sent to the cities, and raw material was sent to the factories with this help of improved transport system. Okay, now in Britain there was availability of natural resources also. Britain was rich in natural resources like water, power, iron and coal. Okay, and it had huge quantity of mineral deposits to meet the fuel needs of an industrial society. For setting of the industries, fuel is required, coal is required, water power is required. So all that was available in Britain. New techniques for manufacturing of iron and utilization of coal were also found out, and this supported the growth of industries in England. British colonies also supported a lot by just exporting raw material and by importing finished products. Okay, so these are the factors responsible for the occurrence of industrial revolution first in Britain. And the last, I will tell you about the British just geographical location. All these factors helped a lot, but Britain, the geographical location of Britain also supported a lot. How? Geographically, Britain just located, it was isolated, okay, from the rest of the Europe, and it supported a lot from all the bad influence and allowed it to develop on its own terms. Okay, at that time Europe was involved in number of wars and disturbances, but Britain remained just separate from all these conflicts and disturbances, and conditions remained stable in the country. So this supported the industries to develop without the fear of war. Economic progress of a nation depends on the peaceful circumstances. If the country is continuously involved in war, then definitely the economy of that country will suffer, because Britain kept itself away from the war and other disturbances of Europe. It focused only on the economic developments of the country, and that's why these innovations, discoveries, inventions became possible, and industries developed a lot in Britain. Okay, this is all for today. In the next video or in the next lecture, I will tell you about the influences of this industrial revolution. Till then, have a good day.